Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Clarabelle Nightingale here, back at it with another video. Also, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing. Really helps out the channel, and we're nearly at 50 subs. We just need one more, so subscribe. Which means we will be having our 50 sub special very soon. Depends on when we get our 50th subscriber, and yeah, still don't know what I'm gonna do for that. My mom's definitely gotta get me that streaming set up though, because I definitely want to live stream for our good old 50 sub special. You know, but I don't know. But yeah. We're just gonna go this way. But without further ado, yeah. This is also going to be the episode for Friday if you're new here. So, every Friday we have a premiere, and the videos usually last around an hour or so. But yeah, that's usually when we have our premieres. So, yeah, either way. Anyways. Okay, good. Those are just mule deer. Because if it wasn't a mule deer, I would be absolutely freaking terrified. So. But yeah. Also, game settings. I have no idea if the new update has come out. No, it has not. But it should be coming out very soon. So. Anyways, we are here. Back at the den. And we're just gonna sleep. We're just gonna collapse down and sleep immediately. And by the time we wake up, we should be able to have the newborn ungulates. So, that's exciting. Oh my god, I also had to turn up my volume a bit. Yes! Yes, Cardinal Trophy again. Okay. Also, I'm pre-recording this like a few days ahead, so yes, again, I have yet to read any of your comments. Which is funny. I guess maybe the next sleep? Yeah, probably. Either way, we're doing pretty good for ourselves, and how many episodes in this season are we? Hang on. You know the drill. So we're just gonna log on to YouTube, and we're gonna go to my channel, and then we're gonna check our playlist. Alright, and we're gonna go to her playlist, and we're gonna count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're only 7 episodes in, and the pups are literally almost like 15 pounds already. So, I think we are doing okay-ish. Which is good. Lol. I just heard quail howl. Aww. Okay, so we're gonna wolf them in the den. So Finch is all healthy again, but Cardinal's still got pretty low health. We're gonna take Cerberus to that carcass And then I'm gonna go mark that 1 hex. And then we're gonna come back and probably sleep again. Also here, like, those are dispersal packs, although they're pretty close. The only reason I know they're dispersal packs is because their icons don't show up on the map. So, let's go. Lol. Okay, so, my ear. My hair keeps on getting stuck on my earrings. It's annoying. Also, if you did not know, yes, I do have multiple ear piercings. If you were freaking curious. Oh yes, it already is time to hunt the newborn ungulates. We just haven't gotten the notification yet. I hear the music in my headphones. Looks like I see the fawn. Tiny little morsel. Got it. Sorry, Mama. Okay, so I'm gonna take Cerberus to the carcass. I'm gonna let him eat, and then when we come back, I'm gonna drop this off. Then I'm gonna go mark that 1 hex. Yeah. It's a whole freaking process, man. Let's just not drop it, thank you. Luckily, I know this whole path, like, I know the whole thing. I know the whole gist, because I have traveled this path a few too many times. Because we just passed Tarani, we say that she uses it every year, but, y'all didn't see it because my grass patches are literally invisible! Ultimate challenge, y'all. But it also is a perk when it comes to trying to hunt the newborn ungulates. Because you can't see them. Like, the moms think you can't see them, but you can see them. You can damn well see them. I think I might just send him home and then eat myself. Like, drop down the fawn, eat myself, then go there, then drop it off, and then, yeah, that's what I'll do. So we'll first eat, but first I'll eat, send him home, and then while he's going home, drop off the fawn, and then wolf the pups back in the den before he can make it to the den, because I'm going to be running, he's going to be walking. And yes, 'tis what we're going to do. Because we weren't as hungry as him, but we're still hungry. So, you know, we're going to grab a bite to eat. And then drop this good old fawn back at our den. Oh, he's gonna try and go through the water as well. Ooh, I'm hearing another baby's music. This time it is an elk. But I mean, I've already got a fawn. Yep, yeah, I get that. Okay, so let's just read this real quick. Elk, mule deer, and moose have given birth to this year's calves and fawns. Elk and mule deer mothers hide their babies in stands of tall grass while they graze some distance away. If you find one before the mother notices you, you'll have a nice meal to eat or carry back to your pups, who can now eat small carcasses in chunks. Baby moose, however, stay with their mothers as they graze. What the freak was that? Ooh, another baby's music started up. Wonder what this one is. Either way, I don't really care because we're just going to try and get this back to our pups before our mate does. Quickly drop off this bite of food for the pups. Woof them back in the den, and then we're gonna leave quickly, mark that hex, come back home, and bada bing, bada boom. I have this all planned out in my head. For some things I can't really plan ahead, and for others it is top tier for me. Like, like this. Don't ask me how I came up with this whole freaking shenanigan. But either way. Yeah, I don't know. We're nearly home. How did he make it here before me? Either way. I'm gonna drop this off for our pups. We've also got a beaver trail pretty close to us. Okay. Okay, so why must my mate follow me all the damn time? Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna leave now. Also, excuse the fact if you hear like a click. That is my keyboard. It's quite loud. Also, usually when I'm playing Wolf Quest and I'm not filming, did you know I actually listen to music? Yeah. And especially when you've got a wolf who's got like a really weird challenge. Yeah. It's fun though. Oh, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. How did that happen? Huh. I'm filming at 9 p.m. It's kind of late here, but you know what? While I'm gone, I do know where there's always a good spot to find the mother elk. First meadow, which is right down that way. So let's go. Luna's a bit too smart for her own good. But actually, before we do that, actually, you know what? Never mind. Like I said, boom, we're like just about to enter first meadow and already found the fawn. Mother put it in the worst spot possible. We're gonna go up to that hex as well and mark it because it dropped. Hunt newborn ungulates. You've killed a baby elk. As cute as it might be, it's a good meal for you pups. You can eat it here or carry it back to them. We're gonna carry it back to them. But first, we're gonna go up to this one hex and we're gonna mark it and then we're gonna head home and we're gonna sleep. Because yes, our pups are nice and big. We're so close to leaving for the rendezvous site. Like, we just gotta wait for our runt to gain a bit more weight and the other pups, but mostly the runt, and we will be off on an adventure. Go, go. Go, go, go. So yeah, which is a good thing. He didn't see it coming. What I do next? This ain't how the world was. You gotta leave before you get left. I can feel the flames on my skin, crimson red paint on my lips. If a man touched, then I own nothing. But if he spends my change, then he had it coming. They say I did something bad, then why does it feel so good? They say I did something bad, then why does it feel so good? Most fun I ever had, and I'd do it over and over and over again if I could. It just felt so good. Most fun I ever had, and I'd do it over and over and over and over again if I could. It just felt so good. Don't ask me why. No / love that song. I remember listening to that song in the early mornings when my mom would drive me to school. That was before I was homeschooled, obviously. Just over that way. Crevice Lake and Prospect Peak are the worst. Like, do you see how much territory Prospect Peak has compared to Crevice Lake and Junction Butte? Like, the Lotus Moon family has a bit of beef with, Prospect Peak. I know, like, everybody else loves them and tries to defend Prospect Peak. They're like, yeah, they don't do anything wrong, really. Oh, but the Lotus Moon Pack thinks they can do everything wrong because... So this was when June was a fresh parent, and, Luna had a litter going on right beside him because, like, he chose the den right next to hers as, like, almost a safety precaution. Yeah, stay with me here. This is just for lore. It's just for lore. This doesn't actually happen in the game. So, Luna was busy tending to her pups. Or I think she was away on a territory marking trip, and she had just gotten back. Yes, if I'm remembering correctly from the time that this happened. And she was running back, and she passed an attack that was happening on Junction Butte, on her pup June from Prospect Peak, because she recognized that the alpha, Lotus Moon 1F, was with them. And Soul had also come with her for this territory marking trip, because this was when Soul was still very much alive and well. Like, sure, they were getting old, because he was already 3, so... Soul would have been, so Luna would have been 4, 5, 6. Luna would have been 6, and Soul would have been 7, right? But they were witnessing an attack, so they did witness the attack from Prospect Peak. So Cole, his firstborn, snuck out of the den somehow, and June was in a panic trying to get her to go back in the den because he, she had snuck out and he was in a big panic. So he was trying to get her to go back in the den, and then Prospect Peak 1F had snuck up on poor, unsuspecting Cole and killed her just when she was heading back to the den. So Luna, witnessing this, witnessing her grandbaby, her firstborn grandbaby, grandbaby, be killed, she, in a fit of rage and Soul, because he was a grandpa, they like all 4 of them helped kill both Prospect Peak wolves, especially 1F. They went after 1F first. But yeah, so now you can see why Luna has a bit of beef with Prospect Peak. Now, with June, you will definitely run into a bit more aggression in him, especially because he was the runt. But yeah, he tries to be more peaceful. Like, he doesn't kill any wolves that sneak into his territory. He only chases them out and gives them a few warning bites, or sometimes severely injures them. But he doesn't try to choose war. He tries to choose more peace. Luna has chosen more war. She kills any wolf that's in her territory. June, not so much. He just tries to chase them out. Unless It is a Prospect Peak wolf. If it's Prospect Peak and they're in his territory, they will not survive. They will not survive. They are dead. They are kaput. So yeah. Either way. So. But yeah. So. And like all of the generations of Lotus Moon wolves still have some form of contact with each other. Usually if they're siblings or if they're like really close family, like son and daughter, like mother, daughter, father, son, or mother, son, father, daughter relationships, you know? Don't ask me why I had to figure that one out, why it took me so long. But you know, you get the idea. So, there's just a bunch of lore in this pack that I haven't really talked about until just now. Like, comment down below if you want me to talk about more lore, because I would love to talk about it with y'all. Because it is fascinating. It's fascinating. Revolving. Yeah, like PAX history and everything. Yep. So, ain't that cool? So, yeah. Anyways, this pack has just got a bunch of lore. Like, oh my goodness. Some of the lore, ooh, there's so much angst in it. I love it. Like, I'm just gonna spoil this one thing for you. So when Soul did die, she, like, Luna was left on her own trying to care for, I think, 6 pups by herself. Yes, 6. All 6 pups by herself. Luckily, she did have the help of some family members that she reached out to. So she reached out to June. So they, for this year, they actually wound up sharing a rendezvous site, which it was the same one that Luna always uses, but they shared the rendezvous site so that way he could help. But Luna did feel like she was really all by herself because June was quite busy trying to tend for her to his pups. So June actually stayed like down. Oh wait, no, that was for a different year. They just shared a rendezvous site because he was a new parent trying to figure stuff out. So he actually stays at the rendezvous site down that way. And Luna stays at the rendezvous site down up that way. So, because of that, June would occasionally visit her, check up on her, and when he checked up on her for another time, and he saw that Soul was well dead, because he doesn't really help when it comes to moving the pups, because he's got to move his pups, because they usually have litters around the same time, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So because of this, like when he checked up on her, and saw that Soul wasn't with her, he was like, what happened? And Luna had to tell him the whole story of how he died. She had to move the pups by herself, blah blah blah. And Soul and June was like, hey, is there anything I can do to help? And she's like, no, I want to do this alone, because she was grieving and she just needed to do stuff alone. But he would occasionally check up on her, and he would even mark territory for her, so she didn't really have to worry about territory. And she thought, this is strange. I usually have a harder time taking care of pups. Little did she know that June was helping quite a lot. But it's time to leave soon. Almost all of your pups have grown to 15 pounds. Very soon it'll be time to leave the den and travel to your summertime home base. Call it a rendezvous site. Start planning your trip by opening the world map, which now shows the locations of possible rendezvous sites in your territory. Then feed your pups to get the smallest one over 15 pounds. Yeah, we're good, I think. But anyways, yeah. So, not only would June do that, but he would occasionally like drop off food at her den, and she would always be curious on to why she would have food randomly show up at her den, usually for the pups. And that's because, again, Soul was like June was stopping by. He was helping from time to time. He would even like let the pups out, let them play, even let them eat. For when Luna wasn't there and she was out marking territory, which wouldn't be for long because she didn't want Affinity to decay so fast. And then, like, she realized that Affinity wouldn't decay as fast as she expected, and she thought maybe it was because she was an elder. But again, little did she know that June was out helping, and whenever he would hear her coming back, he would immediately bolt the other way. Yet she would always smell June on the horizon. She would always get a whiff of him, and she always thought that was weird until the year when she got her new mate, which was a few years ago. She contacted him again, and she was like, "Hey, what you been doing?" And "Hey, how are you?" And she was like, and he was like, "I've been pretty good. How about you?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I've been good. This is my new mate. Meet Cerberus." And they introduced each other. And she was like, and then he finally came clean. He was like, "Hey, were you wondering why caring for 6 pups all by yourself seemed a bit too easy?" And she was like, "Well, yes, actually, I did wonder." And he was like, "Well, I guess it's time I come clean. Me and Maple were the ones helping you." And she was almost in shock. She was a bit angry because she has to do it by herself, but she was grateful in the end because she did need the help. She subconsciously knew that she needed the help, yet she did not want to accept any. She wanted to be alone because, like, she lost her one and only. She lost the person that she had been with for a long time. But, like, with Luna, nothing can really stop her. Like, once she puts her mind to something, you can't really stop her. And June knew this because it was his own mother, so he decided to give her a bit of space. But with giving her that bit of space, he also was helping secretly him and his mate, Maple. So, yeah. I've even got more lore, especially because, June's son, Blackfire, I think had only met Soul a few times, but one of his litter mates had reached out. She had contacted him, because she met him a few times. Once when she was like a pup, and once when he was a pup, like a few times when he was a pup, so on and so forth. And then after their meetings, they Soul had become attached to his grandbabies and stuff like that. And then one of his old litter mates had reached out to him, and he was very much and then one of his litter mates reached out to him. She was wondering why, and because they were 2 at this time, so they had already dispersed. They were going out. They were looking for mates and stuff. They were on Amethyst Mountain. A few of them were. So a few of the pups who had stayed behind to help with a few more June's litter had contacted him. They had literally come to Amethyst Mountain. They traveled in a pack of 2. They had come back to Amethyst Mountain. They had come out to Amethyst Mountain, and they found Blackfire and a few other of his siblings, because they traveled in like a group of like 3 or 4 dispersals. I don't remember how many, but I came up with in my head because this was quite a while ago. And they contacted him, and they were like, hey, we need to talk to you about something. And he was like, yeah, okay, sure, what's going on? This is in, this is, in fall, so they had already left, of course. They left in around April. This was fall. They had been on there for a while, just learning to hunt, chilling, playing around, still being pups. And they contacted him, a few of the litter mates, and they were like, hey, we need to talk to you about something, it's important. And they were like, and of course, him and his other litter mates were like, yeah, of course, you can talk to us. And they said, we have some sad news, and sorry to be the bearer of that bad news, but Soul, your guys' great-grandfather, he's gone. Now, everybody had a hard time believing this. Quite the hard time. So they had first contacted his litter mates because he had already found a mate and he dispersed with her. And they were getting to know each other and stuff. And then they found Blackfire. Now, while Blackfire and Cassidy, Cassie? Hang on. Where is he? Right here. Casa? I don't know. I forget how to pronounce her name. But anyways, he was telling Casa, I forget how to pronounce her name, about Soul and how awesome he thought his grandfather was. And she was like, yeah, he sounds like a pretty cool dude. And that's when two of his litter mates show up, being like, hey, we need to talk to you about something. Oh, hey, Mama.
You want me to grab a frozen pizza from Rosart or pizza from Pizza Hut? And who knows if those answer the phone?
Pizza from Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Bye. Excuse that. And she was like, yeah, he sounds like a pretty cool guy. And then here come two of Blackfire's old litter mates, and Cassie, I think. I'd have to look at her name. But she was a bit on edge, and she sort of stood her ground. She growled a bit, and Blackfire was like, hey, whoa, calm down. These are my two siblings. I forget the name of his siblings. Actually, it was Autumn and Winter who traveled together. And he was like, meet Autumn and Winter, his two of his litter mates. And she was like, oh, nice to meet you. And she was like, and they were like, hey, sorry to literally break your heart at this time, but we've got a bit of sad news for you. And so Blackfire being Blackfire, what's the bad news? Because he wasn't expecting, what's the bad/sad news? And he wasn't expecting anything relatively horrible. But they literally just told him, hey, sorry to break it to you, but Soul's dead. They just said it bluntly, and he was in shock, to be honest. He was in quite a lot of shock. Because, that is, his grandfather they're talking about. And he's like, there's no way Soul's dead. Being in denial. And they were like, yeah, he is. We didn't want to break your heart like this, but he is. And he couldn't believe it. He really couldn't. But he had to handle with it. He had to deal with it. And Maple really felt his pain, and she was like, hey, it's okay. It's fine. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. And he was very sad. But but he didn't want to really express any of that sadness. So, but yeah, that's what relatively happened. So, yeah. Cassia. Yeah, Cassia. That's how you pronounce her name, Cassia. That's Blackfire's mate is Cassia, and so, but yeah, it was the sad day for him. He definitely had a hard time believing it, that his grandfather, the one of the people who helped protect him from that awful fight where he lost his sister, was truly gone. Like, he could not believe it. He really couldn't. He was definitely in denial. So, he was definitely in denial, and he had a hard time believing that he was truly gone. But he had to deal with life just like everybody else. And sure, he didn't want to. He didn't want to deal with the fact that his grandfather was gone, but he definitely had to. Even if he didn't want to or felt like he couldn't. That was the sad reality of what happened. So, but yeah. I did not mean to bring that much angst into this. Sorry. So, but yeah, I think we are going to sleep one more time after this, just to get good old Finch to 15 pounds, and we're gonna leave in this episode. So, yeah. Either way. He left to get food while we were sleeping. That's hilarious. Yeah, then it's time to leave, and we're at 40% freeload, so it's perfect timing. Also, you've grown your pups. Well done. You've grown each of your pups to 15 pounds. And I'm just gonna make this the 10 food. And that's on custom markers. Yeah. So we don't have any pups. Journey to Summer Home. Your pups are now 2 months old. Their bodies, though still small, are tough enough to protect them from the elements. They no longer need the den, and the fleas make it unappealing anyways. Now's the time to journey to a good place to spend the summer. This is known as a rendezvous site. There are many good places in the area to choose as your home base for the summer. You need a spot with sun and shade, tall grass for the pups to hide in while you're away, and nearby water. Since the elk herds have migrated to higher elevations, you might want to move there as well, in the northern and southern areas of the map. I think I'm going to eat anything that doesn't have much on it. But everything has quite a lot on it. Not to mention, I'm going to let the pups eat first, so that way we can actually determine what we need to take with. But I'm definitely gonna grab their fawn first. Let's go. Here come all 4 puppies. I think Cardinal already fell. Oh my goodness, Quail looks like she has a fluffy tail. I forget all our pups are girls sometimes. Because I'm used to having more boys in a litter than girls. That was one of the things with the Lotus Moon pack until, well, Cerberus came along. Like, I think it really can depend on genetics if you're gonna have more boys or more girls. Even in Wolf Quest. Which is cool. But yeah, Cassia. Was the name of Blackfire's mate. Is that an elk herd? Where is the elk herd? I'm guessing just over this hill, so we're gonna move a bit this way. I don't really even see the elk. I think that might have been a glitch. Yeah, I don't see him. Hello, Jay. Oh no, Jay fell. It's adorable. I always like to watch the pups just to make sure nobody's falling too far behind. Oh, Cardinal fell. This is adorable. And Cardinal fell again. Oh my goodness. Puppy fall counter. We need that. There we go. Oh. 49:30. Wow. I don't care, really. Quail with her high tail. She's so confident. We can do one too. But yeah. So, there's just some, like, good lore in this pack. So, I don't know. Let's just, there we go. Keep walking. Oh yeah, there was an elk herd. Holy Moses. Okay, here comes Jay, Finch, Cardinal, Quail, and yes. Do you want this spot as your rendezvous site for the summer? Yes. Okay, so I think it was Foggy Forest is what I named it. First time I ever stayed here, so. Your summertime home. You've reached your rendezvous site where you'll spend the summer with your pups. Loaf at the rendezvous site. Here you'll continue to raise your pups for the summer. They are growing fast and need more food than ever. An extra challenge since prey are strong and healthy in these months of abundant nutritious grass. But life is not only about food. Relax in the sun, look around, and play with your pups. Enjoy yourself. It's summertime in Yellowstone, and although it can snow at any time, most days are warm and sunny. You and your family are living the life of wild wolves. Yeah, we're just gonna send you rascals in the den. Grass, because I gotta go give them food, and I'm gonna go see if I can get their father some food as well. So, and we don't have any territory to mark, luckily. Let's go. There's an elk herd, but I also saw a lone elk, which is probably a mother elk. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the baby, stand where the baby is, have the mom come rush at us. We're gonna take down the mom, and then feast. If she didn't leave. I saw her up this hill. Where is she? Not seeing her. I think she left, but the elk herd didn't. So we're probably gonna go after the elk. Where did they go? What the F? Okay. You know what? Sure, we can take her down. I've taken down full health elk before. So, like, easy mode is very easy. One thing I don't like is how fast the elk can swim. You would assume that wolves would be faster at swimming than a big creature that doesn't have webbed paws. Because did you know wolves actually have semi-webbed paws? Because they are built for both aquatic and land travel. Isn't that cool? Or at least I know gray wolves do. I don't know about like timber wolves or like, I know gray wolves though. Do, like the ones in Yellowstone. So, yeah. Although thou shalt not kill. Sometimes I just like laugh in the face of religion because it's like, no one knows what is actually going on. Because it's just like, you know, that could be a possibility, but what about this, that? I don't know. There's just so many different things. It's just like, okay, either someone's lying here or it's all true. Like, what if, I'm not trying to bring religion into this, but what if there was an afterlife for whatever you believed in? You heard me right. What if there was an afterlife for whatever you believed in? Like, no matter what religion you were, you had an afterlife. Or what if you were an atheist? What if for your afterlife there was just nothing? So, I'm gonna try and herd her away towards shore. These ungulates are too smart. Haha. I laugh at you. For being so stupid that you think we would possibly give up if you were to go in the water. And she's so tired that she's actually choosing to stay on land and fight. So yes, I laugh at you. You stupid elk. I don't know, I just have some crazy what ifs. What if ideas. Okay. This is actually going okay-ish. As soon as they get on dry land, we'll go after them again. And hopefully take this MF down, and then we can bring the rest of our food back to our pups. This is for my mate, though. Oh yeah, another one of Luna's challenges that I completely forgot to mention to y'all. If she can only eat in the summer when she has hit 50% hunger or lower. Meanwhile, she has to keep all her mate and her pups relatively full. Like above 60% hunger. So, she puts others before herself. And she will be sprinting, she will be running, she'll be a runner, she'll be a track star. By the time she catch up to these elk again, if she can find where these MFs went. One of the most cursed herds ever, I tell you. Like, whichever herd was it? Anyways. It's the Queekfoil? Where the hell did they go? Speaking of hell. Like, seriously, no, where the heck did they go? Also, why is there just a random hair carcass here? What is... What the What the I watched them come onto land. Y'all say that, right? They're completely missing. Also, I know how to get the, want to get a fish real quick? This is how to get a fish. So you sleep. And then you should have a fish right here. That's how you get a fish. All you gotta do is sleep, wait for the eagle to despawn, and then you get a free fish. If you've ever wanted one. Which I don't know why you would want a fish. Unless you want to get that achievement. Something smells fishy. That is how you get the fish. So. Yeah. Either way. I just think that is a cool hack on how to get the fish. That's how you get the fish. Or just by pure luck find it. Sort of like I did that random hair carcass. But that's the easy way. And yes, you can actually like go in the water with these because they're not like any other ungulate. I'll be back. Ugh. I hate this mate. Okay. Why does he always have to come with us? That's like, I don't know. I find that annoying about this mate, but like seriously, WTF did that elk herd do? It's like they couldn't have gotten away from us. We would have seen them leave. Like what the oh my gosh. Either way, I am just so done. With that elk herd. Okay. There are two elk herds that this pack don't hunt from. Cleekfoil and Stonecrop. Oh. He grabbed it. And the mom is right there. Haha! Caught you, you mother effer. Both Luna and Cerberus are sort of hungry for one, and for two, she's gotta get this food for him, not for her. And we gotta keep her away from the water as much as possible. You know what? Never mind that. What about you? I like you better. Sure, we can just leave a calf without her mom. Because I am evil like that. And we're gonna be evil, that's true, never gonna think twice. And we're gonna be spiteful, yes, spiteful. That's nice. I see the fawn. And we're gonna be spiteful, yes, spiteful. That's nice. After this, I'm definitely gonna send Cerberus home. Because I am so done. Yep, she is right there. That fawn. Don't question how Luna is so good at taking down elk moms. This is just to feed her mate. She's not actually interested in the food. I'm gonna go get that fawn as well. Go home. Got it. I'm now going to go drop this off at our rendezvous site. We're gonna head home. And then we're gonna head back to our den, grab any leftover food, eat anything that doesn't have a lot on it, and then we will be done. If you've ever wanted a melted popsicle, just put a popsicle, not popsicle, on a sucker on a hot computer. Because it works. You get melted candy out of it. I also get systemic yeast infections. So can't, like sugar, it ain't good for me, but I love it. Like candy is good. I don't have that much of a sweet tooth though. Like, but yeast actually feeds off of sugar, so. Which, did you know that's actually why you put a pinch of sugar in your bread sometimes? even if it's not like relatively sweet. It's because yeast feeds on sugar, which is actually what makes it rise for baking yeast at least. But for yeast infections in the body, it just makes it spread. It's not good. I also get thrush. Thrush is a form of yeast on the back of your throat, on your tongue and back of throat. It hurts like hell. Never gonna be evil, that's true, never gonna think twice. And we're going to be spiteful, yes, spiteful, that's nice. And looks like it's time to end it off here, but I don't really want to end it off. I think we're gonna get the rest of the food and then we're gonna end off the video. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be spiteful, yes, spiteful, that's nice. So, I swear, whenever I get my mate food, he acts like it's his last meal on Earth. He's ridiculous. But I love him. He's a ridiculous idiot that I love. I'm not really interested in hunting from your herd because of where you're standing. I would hunt you if you were farther away from land, because I know I could easily weaken you then, but whichever has like least amount of food on it. Yeah, we're just gonna eat this real quick. So, but yeah, we're just gonna have the rest of this. We're gonna carry the other one back. And that's on custom markers. Because in all honesty, I can't remember worth crap. So, but yeah. And we're gonna be spiteful? Yes, spiteful. That's nice. So, we won't have many episodes. Because, like, we won't have many episodes. I think we'll probably be done with this very soon. So, which means it might, why no? Well, yeah. I thought it was going to be something, but no. We'll just move on to our next litter. So, also, with like Luna, you might see the length of her episodes like change from like 20 to 25 minutes, sometimes maybe even 30 when I've got like 3 wolves going. But that's because, like, I always swap times for each litter. So whatever litter she's on, that, like, you know, she'll have like 20, 25, maybe even 30 minutes. Again, depends on how many wolves we have going, but I think we're gonna sleep and then we'll play, sleep, then we'll end it off. I love the pups so much. Looks like they already ate all their fish. Yeah, there's just a bone left in its place. Nice. But yeah. So in the grass. Then we'll sleep, because I always keep the pups in the grass when we sleep. In case we have a predator as soon as we wake up. Or we have to go mark territory. Come on, Cardinal, stop rolling, go in the grass. Thank you, sir. And then we're just gonna zoom out, position this just right with our 4 little pups. And there we go. But we're gonna sleep, and then I will end off the video. I'll definitely do territory off camera. But looks like it's time to end it off here, y'all. So if you like this video, then you might like others. Make sure you give this video a pause up and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that bell notification so that way you don't miss any single time I upload. I really do hope you enjoy. Make sure you leave a comment down below. I'll see you in the next one, and bye, guys.